Russian serfs were freed in 1861, and it was their unrest that caused the First Russian Revolution in 1905. They marched to the Winter Palace and demanded rights, but were shot down by troops.
Here's our list of grievances.
The Russo-Japanese War, fought from 1904 to 1905, affected the revolution because of the economic problems it caused.
This revolution caused the establishment of the Duma, a parliament with limited powers and representation.
I, Tsar Nicholas II, issue the October Manifesto.
However, this was not enough to keep the Russians happy. They still were opposed to the autocracy of the government.
The Social Democrats were a revolutionary party opposing the Tsarist government, and they split into two groups, the Mensheviks led by Julius Martov and the Bolsheviks led by Vladimir Lenin.
I help inspire the revolution by saying it's the only way we can bring change. Also, World War I was very necessary for bringing that change.
Oh no, my son! I know who can help. Rasputin, I need your help.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Here you go.
Wow, tasty.
What? That didn't kill him?
Duma then set up its own provisional government. The provisional government did not achieve their goal of democracy. The Minister of Justice, Alexander Kerensky, was left to lead the provisional government when the other leaders quit. He also urged the war to continue, with Russia fighting alongside the Triple Entente, including France and Britain. This was one of his two big mistakes, the other being rush from autocracy to democracy too fast.
I urge the war to continue alongside the Triple Entente with France and Britain.
Under Kerensky's watch in July, the Bolsheviks and the other supporters attempted to revolt, even though I didn't think the time was right. However, the time would come on November 6th. Now is the time to seize power.
Preparations for the revolution happened rapidly and efficiently. Paired with the Soviets' excellent communication across Russia, I didn't stand a chance and I had to flee the city. Oh no!
I quickly established a new government with the Bolsheviks. I also created the new secret police called the Cheka.
Widespread reforms which abolished titles and ranks, made women equal with men, gave peasants land, and more. Additionally, Russia pulled out of the war with the signing of the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. The terms were really bad and forced Russia to hand over a lot of land, people, and factories.
Bolsheviks and I spread propaganda and two famous slogans, all power to the Soviets and peace, bread, and land, which appealed to the general people.
Lenin faced backlash for not creating a constituent assembly.
Because some people were counter-revolutionary and were against my Soviet government, I ordered my police force to kill on the spot anyone who was suspected of being counter-revolutionary.
But this wasn't enough, because the growing number of people opposing the Bolsheviks had grown tremendously. These people were called the Whites and were composed of both Russians and other countries. A full-blown civil war broke out that lasted for 3 years.
At first, they were successful with strikes and an attempted coup, and we even resorted to terrorism.
But it is I, Leon Trotsky, who saved the state. I introduced conscription and built up the Red Army with tremendous numbers and tremendous strength. I saved the revolution through organization and inspiration.
After the Civil War, we then established the USSR.
We demand more rights.
I will create a new economic policy by decentralizing state control of the land, give peasants a bit of independence, and provide incentives to produce more. I will do this to save my country.
This new economic policy helped the economy to recover, and before Lenin died in 1924, he began to see the USSR make links internationally.